Good morning, everybody. We're going to start with those toe lifts. For anybody that uses their Apple Watch, you could just do traditional strength training, or you could do functional strength training. Heels up, right, and left. Here's 4, 3, 2. We're going to brace our cores, lift those thighs, try to get them a little bit closer to parallel to the floor. So today is our Tabatas. We have 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, 2 exercises, 4 rounds of each. Here's 4, 3, hamstring curls, tricep press it back. It's just a nice good reach. We do have 3 rounds up, 3 rounds on the floor. Remember, you can always modify the workout on the floor and do it standing or seated. Let's bring those knees back up, start to add a little rotation. Arms can be here if you're not quite warmed up yet, or bring it up. If you don't want to rotate, we're right here. 4, 3, hamstring curls again. Reach your hand towards your opposite heel. So it's a little external rotation, kind of duck-footed. 4, 3, 2, let's bring it into the center, hip circle. We're going to lift it up. We're going to open, rotate in, bring it to the hip. We haven't done these in a while. Lift it up, open, rotate, bring it in. Keep going slow. This is one. Hold on to something if you need to. We're going to open, rotate in, bring it to your thigh. One more. Up, open, lift the foot, down. Now we're going to go the other direction. Lift it to the side, drop it down, bring it in, set it down on the floor. Good. Lift it out, drop the foot, in and down. 2 more. So lift it out, whoop, drop it in, circle around, set it down. 1 more time. Lift it out. I got to hold on today. Drop it down, bring it in. All right, we're going to switch sides. So flamingo, open your gate, lift the foot, bring it to the thigh. So lift the leg, open the gate, drop it in, set it down. This side isn't as good for me. Lift it up, open the gate, rotate, down. 1 more. Lift, open, drop it in, down. Now we're going the other direction, out to the side. I know this one's taking a little bit longer, but this is really good for your hips. Bring it in. So side, drop the foot, circle around to the thigh. So side leg lift. Drop the foot in, bring it in, down. 1 more time. Lift, over internal rotation or external rotation. Bring it in, down. Slow deadlift. Hinge it forwards. Bring it up nice and tall. We haven't done them for a while, and I have to say I actually did better than I thought I would. So I had pretty decent range of motion, and I really do think, I'm telling you, it's those internal external rotations on the floor, that 90-90. Good. Couple more. Hinge, lift. 1 more. All right, squat at tempo. So down, up, circle the arm back. Good. Squat, lift, circle it back. Squat, lift, circle. Squat, lift, circle. Down, up, reach. Once you think, as you do your circle, thumb up, rotate pinky to go down. 2 more times right here. 1 more. Forward step and reach. Forward and back. Forward and back. So little lunges or just a nice good step. Once you think, squeeze the shoulder blades on the way back. 2. Side lunge. Step it out. Hold it here. Just a nice good inner outer thigh. Should be feeling pretty good after those hip circles. 4, 3, 2. Bring it back into the center. Cat-cow. Inhale. Exhale. So if I turn, inhale. Exhale. So a little roll. 1 more. Good. We're going to keep this hinge forwards. We're going to walk it out into our plank. I'm going to walk out a little bit, and then I'm going to step it back. Now I'm going to walk myself all the way back up again. So this is our plank walkout. Walk it all the way out. Walk it all the way back. Remember, if you've got that chair, use the chair. Just keep your chest over the seat of the chair. Sometimes we do this using the chair and we step our entire body back. We want to do this so that our chest stays over the seat of the chair. We step it back into a nice good plank and then bring it all the way back up. Good, we've got one more of these. Nice good walkout. Walk it all the way back, bring it up into the center. We're just going to take those arms out in front. We're just going to open and close. I don't know if it's from cleaning or if it's from the workout yesterday, but I definitely feel my chest and my shoulders a little bit. 3, 2, and 1. All right, walk around, grab a drink. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Circuit number 1 is pulsing squats. I want you to take it, as deep as you're comfortable with, and you're just going to do squats in that kind of low to mid range. And then the supported rows, option 1, if you're comfortable with it, is you're going to have a nice good forward fold like this. You can have your hands on the seat of a chair, you can have your hands on your thigh, but I want you to have a little bit of a supported row position. So I'm going to do a couple rounds body weight just because my knee is still, it's talking to me today. We're going to do pulsing squats in 3, 2, and 1. So I just want you to take a nice good squat, take it down, and I just want you to do little pulses. And remember, it's only 20 seconds. We should not feel like we're putting a lot of pressure on our knees. We should feel like we're pushing through the entire foot, but we're really activating our glutes and our hamstrings. It's okay if you're pulsing lunges up here. Good. Bring it in. Supported row. Supported row. So we're doing one side. Here's 2 and 1. So I'm taking my hand and I have it resting on my dumbbell. If this is not comfortable for you, have one foot in front and you're going to do rows just like you normally would. Or again, have your hands on the seat of a chair. I have soft knees. I have a nice neutral spine. 2 and 1. Now we're going to do back to our pulsing squats. Back to our pulsing squat. So feet hip to shoulder width apart, sit it back, and you're just going to do little pulses. Now remember, again, we don't want to be pushing our knees forwards here, and we don't want to be really arched in our low back. So it's a little tuck, belly's in, ribs are stacked over our hips, and it's just little pushes, little pulses. 2 and 1. Going back for our rows. So it's just a nice good hip hinge, soft knees, hand on a dumbbell end, hand on the seat of a chair. You can just see I'm a little bit more forward folded. My row is a little bit more straight up and down, whereas if I'm here, it's a little bit more forward back, but still up and down. 3, 2, and 1. Going back for our pulsing squats. So feet hip to shoulder width, rib tuck, hold that rib tuck, take it down and pulse. And again, your pulse might be here, but I want you to try to go just a little bit lower. I don't expect you to be way low, okay? Kind of find that middle spot for your lunge or for your squat, middle range. Good. 3, 2, and 1. And I'm feeling this in my glutes and my hamstrings, so hopefully you are too. So nice, good supported row. 2 and 1. So just nice, good row, lift and lower. So remember to modify. You can always just do regular rows, but switching up how we do things sometimes can help us out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We have one more set. So find that hip to shoulder width squat position, pull those ribs down and in, hips back right here. So pulse and pulse. So really think you're pushing through the entire foot, but we want to feel like we're adding a little extra oomph on the back half of that foot. Push through your heels. Here's 2 and 1. We have one more set. We're going to do those supported rows. And remember, your supported row can be here. I just want you to try to get fairly parallel to the floor. So soften your knees as much as you need to. We don't want to have straight legs bent over. Most of us need to soften our knees and push our hips back a little bit. But it's just a nice, good supported position. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully bring it in. Shake it out. Walk around. Moving on, circuit number 2. Grab a drink if you need it. We're going to do deadlift, stand tall, heel lift. Second exercise is a wide bicep curl. So you can do like you're keeping your hands here, or you can have your palms facing up. I just want you to open the fingers and the hands towards the corners as we do our rows. So deadlift, heel lift in 3, 2, and 1. So deadlift, heel lift. So we hinge, we stand, we lift the heels and set it down. Hinge, stand, heels up, heels down. Now I know sometimes our toes do not point forwards anymore, but I want you to try to roll through the big toe versus out to the pinky. Good. All right, wide curls. So think about either palms facing forwards or palms facing towards the corners, but we're trying to keep a nice wide position. Keep an eye out. Sometimes we start here and then we start kind of cocking our wrists in like this. So you're either doing kind of a little funky looking snow angel, or again, just open it out towards the corner and try to have a nice wide curl. Wide, wide. Good. Rest. Gonna go back deadlift with a heel lift. For me, this is a little light, but I'm just not gonna go change my weights. Being a little lazy this morning. Hinge, deadlift, heel lift. Deadlift and heel lift. So really think about lifting the inside edge of the foot versus just rolling out to your pinky. So hinge, lift, 2, and 1. Good. Now we're going to go for our wide curls. So find your hand position. So we're opening up the shoulder. Wherever your elbow, the pit of your elbow is pointing, try to get your hand to come up there. So it's just opening it up a little bit wider. I don't expect you to be like all the way out to the side. Just try to open nice and wide. So we're getting a little bit of shoulders here. 2 and 1. Good. Going back. Deadlift, heel lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So hinge, lift, heels up and down. Hinge, lift, and lower. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going back for our wide curls. So try to think about that nice neutral hand position. 2 and 1. So even if you're doing these, it's kind of hard to see. I'm not coming perfectly out to the side. We just don't want to come up here and then like drop our wrists back. That tends to happen quite a bit on these ones. Just open up nice and wide. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We have one more set. 4, 3, 2, deadlift, heel lift. So hinge it forward, stand tall, lift, and lower. So really think, lift the inside arch, lift the heels. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more set, wide bicep curls. Again, it can be thumbs coming towards your shoulders, or it can be open up, knuckles coming to the shoulder. So instead of coming right to the front of the shoulder like we normally would, you're kind of trying to come either to the side of the shoulder or, 45 degrees, kind of in the middle between the front and the side. Think about those scapular plane shoulder raises we do. 2 and 1. Bring it in. Dumbbells down, shake it out, wiggle those fingers, grab a drink. Next circuit, we're going to do slow lunges, but we're not going to step. So we just get into that good lunge position. We're gonna drop down, and then we're gonna come back up, okay? So drop down and come back up. Second exercise, it's a shoulder press, but go light to medium. Again, open up, so you're forming that W, and we wanna try to come up to a V. So W and V, go light. Go light. This one's a different position. Might not be used to it yet. 20 seconds in 3, 2, lunges right here. So we don't step forward and back. We just go down and then we come up. So drop down and come up. So back knee goes towards the floor and we bring it in. Front knee stays over your shoelaces. So we want to make sure that we're not going forwards and then pressing back. We're going down and lift. Good. Bring it in. Light dumbbells. We're making our W, and then we're going to take it up to a V. So W and V. W and V. This is kind of like when we do pull downs, or if we do a pull up, but we're in reverse. So go light because we're also going wide. So W and V. So we're kind of pressing. Good. Last one. Pressing up and out. Good. Let's go back for our lunge, or they technically call these a split squat. Good. So we're going to drop it down, come up nice and tall, down and lift. So you can do this without dumbbells if it feels better. Sometimes I like to do this with my foot against a wall. That way I know if my knee is going too far forwards because I'll hit the wall. Good. Press outs. Press outs. If you don't have a light enough weight, you can always do these body weight. Shoulders down and back right here. So press it out and in. And I know everybody's shoulders are different. We want to try not to press it like way forward and squeeze them together. Really want you to think, reach and down. So even if it's at a little bit of an angle, it's okay. V to W. Shoulders down and back. Good. Bring it in. We're going to go for lunges. Switching sides. So it's our little split squat. So just take a step back. Doesn't have to be huge. Drop it down. Push through that front foot. Down and lift. Back foot is there for moral support. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wide press outs. I'm using 5s, and that is plenty for me. So shoulders down and back, right here. We're just going to take it up and out and in. So elbows in, elbows out. So show me the pinkies, show me the end of your dumbbell. We're going to celebrate. 2 and 1. Good. One more set. One more set. We did a lot of lower body yesterday, so I'm trying to get a little bit more upper body in today. Here we go. So drop it down, push through. Lower and lift. So really try to think front knee stays over the shoelaces. And your knee tracks between your big toe and your pinky toe. Down and lift. Good. Weights down. One more set for those nice wide presses. So shoulders down. Find that W position, elbows in, but in that W, and then into a V. So W and V. So it's in and then out. So crack a walnut and then reach to pick some more off the tree. And I know that's not how that works, but just think of the imagery. Tree, crack the walnut. 2 and 1. Bring it in, shake it out. Walk around, grab a drink. We're heading down to the floor. If you're not ready to go to the floor, you do not have to. You are good to go. We're gonna do a hands and knees front raise, and then a hands and knees rear fly. So we're working back of the shoulder for both of these, so go light. If you're staying up, I really want you to try to be like, have a chair here, because I want you to try to get this nice good forward fold as close as you can get. So even if you have a countertop, I want you to really try to work on that forward fold so that we can hit the back of the shoulder. So standing is fine, hands and knees is okay too. We're gonna do right side, and you can do 2 rounds right, 2 rounds left, or right, left, yes? But 20 seconds, we're gonna do that front raise, body weight is fine, 3, 2, and 1. So we're just gonna do a lift and a lower. Lift and lower, and you can see my hand never gets perfectly straight, and we wanna try not to bend our elbow and just swing, push the floor away, and it's okay if you do not get parallel to the floor or past that. 2 and 1. Now we're gonna do that rear fly, so give yourself that little bit of a break. 3, 2, and 1. So same arm, now we're going for a rear fly. Rear fly. So I'm gonna do both of my rounds on the right and then switch. If you're feeling this in your shoulder already or in your wrist, you're welcome to switch to the other side when we get to our next round. 2 and 1. Good. I'm gonna do the same side going back to my front raise. There's an option if you're standing. 3, 2, and 1. So if you're standing and you're like, you know what, I'm not getting it, I just want you to face a wall, and I want you to just lift your arm away from the wall and then bring it back. I know it's kind of hard to see, but you're just doing it, and you might have to start here and start farther away and then bring it up. That's okay. Good. All right, we're gonna go for that rear fly, and again, I'm gonna stay up and just show you an option. I'm going to start close to the wall. I can even have my forehead touching the wall, and I'm just going to try to lift my arm away from the wall without moving any other part of my body. So this is a really good one for range of motion. So if you've got some shoulder issues going on, you can absolutely be here. Good, rest. All right, I'm switching over to the other side. I'm going to do my front raise and my rear fly. Here's 3, 2, and 1. So just a nice good hands and knees position, front raise and down. And again, it's okay if your front raise isn't perfectly parallel to the floor. The goal is long neck, straight elbow, thumb coming up towards the ceiling, lift and lower. So I just do dumbbell to the floor and then lift. Good. Going for our rear fly. Same thing, hands and knees. If you don't want to be on hands and knees, but you still want to be on the floor, half kneeling right here. So this will still have you on a knee, but you'll be off of your wrist. So if that's an issue for you, right here. But if you can be hands and knees, getting a little extra core work here. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We're going to do that one more set. I'm going to stay on the floor this round, but if you need to come up to standing, you absolutely can. 2 and 1. So nice relaxed shoulder, long neck, braced core. So this is a little shoulder mobility work today. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going for that rear fly. Give yourself a little bit of a rest, and then we're going to be on our backs or on our side. 2 and 1. So nice good lift, nice good lower. This one, soft bend in the elbow, parallel to the floor, is really as high as you need to go. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, bring it in, shake it out. Give yourself a little rest. We're gonna be side lying rainbow hips. If you're standing, you're gonna be here. And if you can even, like lean and try to get the leg up a little bit higher. but we're just doing some rainbows lying on our side or standing. Second exercise, chest presses, banded chest press, incline push-up. You're golden. We've got 20 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So we're lying on our side and we're just gonna draw a nice good rainbow. Keep your hips stacked. So when we do our rainbow back especially, you shouldn't feel like you're gonna fall over. Try to keep your hips and knees pointing forwards. Sometimes we rotate and take our toe to the ceiling. I want you to keep that toe pointing forwards. Good, onto your back. Nice good chest presses. Good, 3, 2, and 1. So we just press it up, bring it back down. So press and lower. So we just go from our side onto our backs, or if you're standing, you're gonna be standing doing your rainbow, and you're gonna grab your band. Just do a nice good banded chest press. 2 and 1. Carefully set the dumbbells down, roll back onto your side. If you want to make this a little bit harder, you do a high rainbow and you never actually touch the ground. Time is on. So today we've got a lot of mobility. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Going for our chest press. I'm flipping over just so I can be on the correct side to see everybody as I go into our hip rainbow. Good, time's on the next round. But just a nice good chest press. Nothing fancy here. Knees bent, feet flat, low back pulled in towards the floor, and just a nice good push. Good. Carefully set the dumbbells down, roll onto your side. We're just gonna go for good rainbows. I bend my bottom leg, but you can keep it straight. We're just gonna do a nice good hip lift, draw a rainbow front to back. Doesn't have to be huge. Doesn't have to be huge. It can be a good forward and back, or you can do a narrow rainbow and it's just really tall. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Onto our backs. Good chest press. So low back pulled into the floor. Press it up right here. So lift and lower. You can do elbows in. This is a little bit more of a neutral shoulder position. I like to open my elbows just a little bit out towards the corners. Good. Carefully bring it in, flip it onto your side. Last set. Nice good hip rainbow. And again, if you want to make it a little bit harder, we don't actually tap the foot to the ground. We bring it up and we just try to keep it high. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Chest presses. One more set. And we're going to be on our backs for crunches and skull crushers. Here we go. So nice good press, lift up and lower. So nice deep breaths in. Exhale on the way up. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully set those dumbbells off to the side. You can come to a seated position for a moment if you need to. But we're going to be on our backs. We're going to do crunches and we're going to do skull crushers. So crunches and skull crushers. If you're standing, you're going to do tricep kickbacks or overhead extensions for your skull crushers. And for the crunches, you can do standing crunches, or you can do a farmer's carry if you want to work on core stability instead. We're going to go ahead and come onto our backs. We're going to go for just a nice basic crunch. 20 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So bring it up. And again, we're just going to crunch and we're going to lower. If you don't want to do the lift and the lower, absolutely come up, hold your crunch. Make sure we're not pushing our tummy out to make a loaf of bread. We want to keep it a little bit flatter. So think sandwich bread versus bowl, right? Just a nice good lift and hold. Good, rest. Going for skull crushers. So bring the arms up, 1 dumbbell or 2. I'm doing kind of an odd supported single arm, but we're just gonna lower and we're gonna lift. So just a nice good skull crusher. Gently bend the elbow, bring the dumbbell towards your forehead or the side of your head by your ears, and then straighten. Good. All right, going back for our crunches. If you want to add resistance, you can. Otherwise, nice good body weight crunch or isometric hold. Here we go. So lift and lower. So nice deep breaths. Exhale on the way up. Find a good breathing rhythm. 3, 2, and 1. All right, going for skull crushers. Round number 2. And you guys can't see her, but I have a kitty that is plotting. Good, lower and lift. She is debating whether or not she can come over here and lay on my stomach. I can see it. So you can, yep, that's what I say, you can take bets. See if I'm gonna have company here in a minute, and I do. 2 and 1. All right, going back for our crunches. 2 and 1. So we're gonna crunch it up and then we're gonna take it down. Oh, nope, now she's playing with my braid. My braid is moving. So now she has a new toy. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really, kitty? All right, skull crushers, round number 3. 1 dumbbell or 2. Good, lower. Ow, hey. So nice, good lower, nice, good lift. Ow. That kind of hurts. All right, lower lift. Elbow stays pointing up towards the ceiling. Good. Rest. We have 1 more set. We're going to go for our crunches, and then we're going to go for skull crushers. Here we go. So crunch it up and take it down. Good. 10 seconds. Nice good exhale, lift and lower, or nice good isometric hold. If you're standing, weighted marches, farmer's carry, standing crunches. Good. Rest. 1 more set. Nice good triceps. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So slowly lower and then lift. Nice good squeeze of the elbow at the top. That muscle gets shorter, your arm gets straighter. Last one. Good. Bring it in, shake it out. Carefully set the dumbbells down. Bring it into the center. You can rest. I'm going to take a moment, as usual, put my equipment away, try to rescue my hair from the cat. So this is your chance to take a breather, walk around, grab a drink, clear your area. All right, does anybody want to take bets that I'm going to have a cat in my lap as soon as we start trying to do our floor stretches? All right, we're going to start with our 90-90s. Remember, you can have your legs out straight, and you can just do straight-legged wiggles, or bring it up. Hey, nope. That is not a scratching post, my dear. So just nice, good 90-90s. Oh, I have offended Her Royal Highness. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, take your right leg out straight. Left leg can be in by your thigh. Sit nice and tall, and we're just gonna walk ourselves out towards our knee, our shin, maybe your ankle, maybe your toes. Just a nice good stretch. Bring it up, sit nice and tall. Take this left leg, cross it over the right. Try to get your foot on the floor. Sit as tall as you can and then pull your knee towards your opposite shoulder. You can do this sitting in a chair. Good, let's switch. We're gonna take the leg out, bring the other one in, sitting nice and tall. And we're just gonna do a nice good walk forward and hinge. Good, in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way up. Take your foot, cross it over, sit as tall as you can, and pull your knee towards your opposite shoulder. Three, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and bring it in. Bottoms of the feet touching. Start with your feet out. And then when you're ready, bring them in a little bit farther, but we want to sit on our sits bones, so nice stacked posture. Hand can be by your hips, and we're just going to try to stretch out those inner thighs. You're welcome to just do like a little wiggle. So you can just kind of alternate, dropping one hip down to the floor and then switch. Good, in 3, 2, and 1. Flip it over, hands and knees, child's pose, sitting hips back towards the heels, or standing position, hands are on a countertop or against a wall. And then same thing, so sit your hips back towards your heels, and we're gonna stretch out under the arms, add in a little bit of a wiggle if you would like. We're gonna walk our hands over to the right side, so stretching the left side of the body. So hips to heels, walk the hands to the right. Good, now we're gonna walk it over to the left. And it doesn't have to go very far, just a little bit off center, nice good stretch. Walk it back into the middle. We're gonna thread the needle. Right hand reaches underneath the left arm. Rotate, try to drop your ear towards the floor. Palm is facing up towards the ceiling, back of the hand towards the floor. Bring it up and switch over to the other side. Back of the hand to the floor, palm facing the ceiling. Shoulder is still down away from the ears, but we're getting a little shoulder stretch, little torso rotation. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it into the center. We're going to pull ourselves forwards into a plank position. And then we're going to point our toes, squeeze the glutes, drop the hips down towards the floor. If this is not for you today, you're going to come all the way down and you can be in Sphinx, or you can come all the way down resting on your tummy. You pick what feels good for your back and your wrists. Good, in 3, 2, 1. Tuck the toes under, lift it up into a down dog. We're going to keep our knees pretty straight here. Gently drop the heels down towards the floor. They don't have to touch. You can see mine don't. Good. Come back to hands and knees. Just give yourself a little bit of a break. We're going to do that one more time. We're going to lift it up. Down dog. This time soften your knees, and we're going to do alternating heel drops down to the floor. And you can absolutely do this with not being in a down dog, just kind of in more of a plank position or just standing. 2 and 1, and we're going to come up to standing. No judgments how you get there. You can drop to your knees, come up in a lunge. You can walk yourself forwards. You can walk yourself back. I'm going to come up nice and slow. When I get to the top, I'm going to roll my shoulders up, back, and down into my back pocket. Good. We're going to take our ear to our shoulder, side to side. Good. Bring it up, look to one side, and then look to the other. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it into the center. Big breath in. Spread your fingers, spread your toes, and exhale. Good. One more time. Big breath in and out. And you are all done.